Greetings from San Diego, California. This interactive multinational video conference is reaching you live in English, Spanish, and Portuguese through a unique and complex international telecommunications network via satellite, microwave, and cable. This program brings together distinguished organizations representing education, business, government, and civil society in more than a dozen countries in the Americas, Europe, and India. We look forward to hearing from you all. This is the second International Training Center video conference of the year 2006 series entitled Excellence and Productivity for Global Success, and our landmark 150th live satellite video conference since we began these broadcasts 21 years ago. We invite our viewing audience and affiliates in the continental United States that may not have the support materials or participants manual for this program to contact us directly at info@itc-group.org to assist you with a copy. Thank you for being part of our international network. I'm Dr. Farhad Sabah, Professor of Educational Technology at San Diego State University and the moderator of today's program. Individuals and organizations invariably develop a whole array of risks and growing security concerns as they change and adapt to their environment and to the challenges of the new economy, which now include the realities of cultural, economic, and political contrast and conflict around the world. Traditional risks covered by insurance companies are now being expanded by new types of monetary and global market risks, by technology investment and usage risks, health issues in the workplace, and by the new generation security problems produced by terrorism and other adverse global dynamics. This timely video conference will discuss the impact of change at different levels in organizations today in relation to these risk and security considerations, the analytical tools needed for evaluating and implementing risk controls, and preventive capabilities, strategies, and challenges of communication and logistics to maximize security, and the key technological and ethical considerations that must be incorporated to achieve organization synchronization and global competitiveness through these efforts. The well-recognized invited speaker will review the resources and strategies that leading organizations are using to more effectively manage their specific risks and security, including the creation of security alliances and agreements to share resources and training skill development efforts. In a module entitled Risk and Security in Our Globalized Reality, our distinguished speaker, Dr. Peter Andersen, will discuss realities of risk, fear, and disasters in our increasingly globalized world. But fear not, since he will present guidelines for using this natural response creatively to your benefit. In a module entitled Emergencies, Disasters, and the Role of Communications and Networks, Dr. Andersen will present the basic principles for coping with any crisis or disaster and will discuss each of them in detail. Dr. Peter Andersen, Professor of Communication at San Diego State University, has authored over 150 book chapters, research papers, and journal articles, as well as 5 books. He has received recognition as one of the 100 most published scholars in the history field of communication. His four most recent books are The Handbook of Communication and Emotion, published in 1998, Non-Verbal Communication, Forms and Functions, 1999, Close Encounters, Communicating in Relationships, 2001, and The Complete Idiot's Guide to Body Language, 2004. Dr. Andersen has recently published papers on communication and education, communication and emotion, nonverbal communication, interpersonal relationships, risk communication, helmet safety, skin cancer communication, homeland security, and communication and technology. Dr. Andersen has served as the president of Western Communication Association, editor of the Western Journal of Communication, and director of research for the Japan-U.S. Telecommunications Research Institute. He presently is chairperson of the Regional Network on Homeland Security for the San Diego metropolitan region. He is a lead co-investigator on several large skin cancer prevention grants, a consultant on 2 major tobacco prevention grants funded by the National Cancer Institute, and he has received 3 Homeland Security grants from the Office of Homeland Security, Center for Disease Control, and the County of San Diego. He currently serves as the health communication consultant and research for dozens of North American ski resorts. He is a frequent political analyst on San Diego television and does executive performance coaching for Fortune 500 companies. Thank you and welcome to today's program.
Good morning, Fred.
Good morning. Let me begin with a question. Disasters of all kinds, natural and man-made, have always been a fact of life.
Yes,
what is making the difference today? Why are new environment so different than the past?
Well, several things. First of all, there's more people on Earth than at any time in human history. And that puts us in closer proximity to one another. That has a potential for conflict, and it has a potential for disease dissemination because of our increased numbers. Secondly, we are a more mobile globe than ever before. McLuhan's global village has come to pass, and people move very rapidly from culture to culture and place to place, increasing contact for better and worse. And the other thing is the increase in technology that lets us know about things happening all over the world. No longer is an isolated event in one part of the world. It is almost instantaneously known throughout the world.
Thank you. Let's begin with Module 1 of our program.